Hey guys, so today I'm just going to be going through my yard and looking at the different mushrooms I can find in my yard, and I'll try to guess what they are based on my limited knowledge. I really don't know much about mushrooms yet at this stage in the learning process, but I'm going to be going through the yard and just showing different examples of what you can find just in my yard. I suck at doing these spore samples. If anyone has any advice on how to do spore samples better, let me know, please. Oh, that one turned out nice. I don't know if Rob will be able to see that. There's lots of bugs in here. I can't really, that one turned out nice too. I can't really do them inside, unfortunately. So I have to do them outside. So if anyone has a better suggestion, but the bugs sure love these. Poor spore prints. Those are my spore prints. My friend, I know you're probably not supposed to pick them up and put them back down, are you? But let's go through my yard and see what different kinds of mushrooms you can find. Normally I can find extra mushrooms on the days after my lawn is mowed. It wasn't mowed recently, but I suspect we'll be able to find mushrooms. I know where they typically grow. I know you can find some in the forest or the forested part of my yard better, but I'm only going to go into one of the forested parts of my yard. So we'll start by going over here somewhere, as I typically find mushrooms over here. Yeah, so there's two kinds, unless they're the same kind that I didn't realize. Actually, it looks like there's a third kind. So you can see you have, I don't know if the camera's giving you a good picture or not, but you got a bird's nest, and then you got a little yellow one that doesn't show up well. So you got the bird's nest and the little one. These bird's nests seem to be taller, I've noticed. I don't know if, and darker, so I don't know if it means they're a different bird's nest or the same kind. Are these yellow different? Are they the same kind? I don't know what kinds of bird nests they are, though. I'm sure there's particular kinds I'm not aware of, but right now all I know about those is their bird nests. If you notice, they travel down the whole length of this part of my yard. I think they only grow off wood. Let's see if there's any around the hose. Normally some grow, oh yeah, right away. Right around the hose. I forget what this is called. I think though, since it has tops like that, I'm gonna go put that in the spot with the rest of them. It doesn't have the little sleeve thing, I'd think, on it, because I thought maybe it was one of the, oh, and you know what? This might be a type of magic mushroom. I forget what they're called. I don't think you're allowed to pick these, to be honest with you, but let's go over here where I compost. Do you see if there's any mushroom growth? Sometimes I get mushrooms that grow in the compost. Nothing right now. Mushrooms usually grow where the berries were cut down. Nothing there. And the one wooded area we're gonna go is near my front yard. It's over here. It's where our raccoon drags all our garbage. We call the raccoon George. But I think there's some tree options. Tree mushroom samples. Like this one. This guy appears not to have too many of these, I don't know what you'd call it, like I don't know if these are considered caps. Doesn't really do that. It mostly just stays like this. Has, I don't know, would you call that a teeth? I don't know if that'd be considered teeth or not. Even on the top side, it mostly grows teeth, apparently. Then down here, we have these growing everywhere. I'm surprised they seem to always be here. Long-lived mushrooms compared to some. They sprout out. They look like they're from the inner side. Very moist, very wet. They're yellow in color. They only have a light smell, but it is slightly different than I'd consider from most mushrooms. Alright, I'll take that up as a sample too. I think there's the starts of mushrooms growing here. I could be wrong. But right here you got all these small ones. They're very soft compared to actual most of the tree ones I felt. I don't know if it's the same ones as these or not. Oh, actually I've never seen... I'm going to see if I can get this on camera. For my friend mostly that's doing this with me. I'll see if I can get a thing when I go back up maybe. Because it has a very unique pour. There we go. Yeah, it's very unique. It's kind of coney-like. At least I think it's unique. Sorry, I'm not very. I'm pretty new to mushrooms, so I don't know. And we got these suckers down here. So put that in my pocket. Try not to squish them, unfortunately. Okay, we got these guys. Do you know where I forgot to go? The wood log spot, where all my wood is. I have some logs of wood. I think that's all the mushrooms in this little spot. Of any concern. Let's go. I mean, if I did my whole yard, I'd probably do this for a couple hours or more, probably. But we'll do the wood logs next, and then I'll drop off the samples, and that will be the end of this video, probably. Ow, my leg! Nothing seems to grow in the garden, which I think is a pretty good thing. The garden's overgrown right now, because it's obviously ready for harvest. Yep, there's some growing in here. You got these suckers. These are pretty common. I noticed these are pretty soft too. Maybe it's just because it's wet out or something that they're all soft. I've never seen ones like this yet. So this is new to me. With the dark tops and very white bottoms. I should probably take one or two of these. And then there's these. This one looks different. Should I leave that? I'll leave that one. Just for, because it's the only one like that. Yeah. So, that's the mushrooms we find. I don't know how to spore sample the bird nest ones. In fact, I'm having trouble doing spore prints of the ones that are from trees. They don't seem to leave prints for me. I don't know if I'm doing something wrong or if someone can hand me advice on that. But I would appreciate it. And I'll have to dissect these ones. Me and my friend are trying to do a log of mushrooms and stuff, but we're struggling to be able to do it. The water here stinks. I think that's pretty much all the mushrooms. I'll try not to make this more than 10 minutes, so we're running out of time for sure. Yeah, so I'm looking for suggestions if anyone can help me figure out or learn faster how to identify mushrooms. It's been a little bit of a struggle for me more than my friend, I guess, although he's not much more ahead of me. Seems like some mushrooms you'd think would be in one category end up being its own thing altogether. So I'm not quite sure why that... Oh shoot, look at this sucker. Look on right here. What's that? That's a pretty big guy, isn't it? Oh yeah. That's one for the log books. I don't know. Boop, 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 Yeah, if I pull these out, am I ruining its chance to spore again? Or ruining its chance to grow there again? Because I know it has to spore out of the mushroom part of the fruiting body. That's what it's called, right? A fruiting body? So, yeah. Anyways.